We've seen at first hand a typical day, I'm sad to say, but a typical day in the Channel when it's calm. We've seen a dinghy that's left the French beaches, far from being stopped by the French Navy actually gave them 40 life jackets because they were short of life jackets. They then escorted them all the way off the channel. We then had Border Force, Hurricane, a Border Force boat, come out and wait on a 12-mile line to meet them. Border Force then launched two inflatable ribs of its own. The French boat then launched their rib. We then saw another huge boat arrive coming out of Ramsgate, and that boat's employed just to pick up the empty dinghies, can you believe? And we then saw 78 people climbing up onto the Border Force vessel. 78 people, one woman, 3 children, and 74 young, undocumented adult males. And what we saw was the sheer size, scale, cost of the operation. What we also saw was how calm and controlled, almost as if there's two governments just agreeing that this is the normal practice and it can continue. Frankly, it's outrageous. I think we were privileged to be out there today, to have the nice weather, on the very same day when Starmer is going to accept some ridiculously bad deal from the French president, Napoleon. Oh no, sorry, he's not Napoleon. But you know what I mean. It's almost as if the French are telling us what we can do, as if we've lost a war. Well, we haven't. We voted Brexit to get back control of our borders so that we could choose who comes into the country. And I just sense that with the footage and with what you're going to write about this and what you've seen today as well, there is a growing sense of not frustration, but genuine public anger at what's going on.
So I'm pleased to announce our agreement today on a groundbreaking returns pilot. For the very first time, migrants arriving via small boat will be detained and returned to France in short order. In exchange for every return, a different individual will be allowed to come here via a safe route, controlled and legal, subject to strict security checks, and only open to those who have not tried to enter the UK illegally. This will show others trying to make the same journey that it will be in vain, and the jobs they've been promised in the UK will no longer exist because of the nationwide crackdown we're delivering on illegal working, which is on a completely unprecedented scale. The President and I have agreed that this pilot will be implemented in coming weeks.
And what do you think the governments need to do about it? What would be your prognosis?
They absolutely have to declare a national security emergency. We have no idea who these 74 young men were this morning. Some could be terrorists, some will commit sexual crimes, and they will. We know that from the Casey report. Others, within 48 hours, will probably be working illegally in the economy, perhaps for crime gangs or what else. And this is making our country less safe. The first role of government is to protect its people. We cannot allow these people just to walk through our streets this week.
So this is our plan together: hard-headed, aggressive action on all fronts to break the gang's business model, secure our borders, and show that by attempting to reach the UK by small boat will only end in failure, detention, and return.
Depuis le Brexit,
need to understand that since Brexit, and I'm saying all this quite honestly, I know it's not your case, Prime Minister, but many people in your country explained that Brexit would make it possible to fight more effectively against illegal immigration. But it's in fact since Brexit that UK has no migratory agreement with the EU. In fact, therefore, for candidates for the crossing, those alternative legal admission route, nor a readmission scheme after a crossing, it creates an incentive to make the crossing the precise opposite what the Brexit has promised.